This week at the off-grid cabin.
No!
I set out in search of the one thing that makes a solo Christmas feel warm and full. I've got to get this foraged fuel harvested and home before the rain comes. Today, I'll show you how I keep the holiday spirit alive, even when it's just me and the trees. And I'll share the story of one little soul who taught me that alone doesn't have to mean lonely. Under gray skies, I'm racing the clouds. I've got 120 square feet to turn into a cozy Christmas retreat, and the coming storm isn't gonna wait for me. Welcome to the final prep for a solo Christmas off the grid. Off-grid Christmas doesn't come to you. You have to go out and harvest it. Prepping for a wood run has its own checklist. Gas, bar oil, tools, and of course, the security team. When you live alone in the woods, you don't venture out without your security team. Especially the toughest one. We made it, and this is what we're here for, juniper. I don't have any on my property. Fortunately, a buddy of mine does. He kindly offered this up to me. It was just a burn pile to him.
No!
But I'm not just here for the heat. I'm here for the scent. Juniper is nature's own mountain incense. When it hits the wood stove back at the cabin, it doesn't just smell like fire. It smells like a tradition that's been here long before me. It clears the air, and for me, it's a Christmas cabin essential. I like to find some every year to burn on Christmas. Living off-grid is a choice that I love, but it's one that comes with a lot of questions. People often ask me if I get lonely out here, especially as the holidays approach and the winter season starts to close in on the cabin.
It does.
People ask how I navigate loneliness and self-reliance while spending Christmas alone on the mountain. Let's get these dogs and holiday hearthwood home, and I'll tell you all about it. But first, we have to beat this rain. Okay, I'm gonna start bringing some of that wood in. I'll split some of the bigger pieces. And then it's time for a cup of tea and to start some cozy Christmas activities inside, out of the rain. Okay, where were we? That's right, loneliness. Loneliness isn't something I experience much of, at least not consciously. But to be fair, I think if I didn't have dogs, I probably would. I think the lack of human companionship affects me in a different way. It doesn't show up as loneliness, but sometimes it shows up as overwhelm. My first winter here at the cabin, I was very overwhelmed. When Pfeiffer came into my life that first December, it was such a welcome distraction from my own misery. That first winter was brutal. It started snowing November 1st and it didn't stop snowing until June. And it was cold, so it stuck. It was a wild introduction to living off-grid at high elevation. His little soul met mine with such acceptance and familiarity. He had so much courage. Witnessing his zest for life in the midst of illness and recovery was truly the example I needed to get through that first winter. He died really unexpectedly last spring. Having Pfeiffer here turned a quiet cabin into a home. The warmth of his soul is still here at the cabin. Now, I didn't just load the dogs right up after the juniper harvest without a little adventure. Let's rewind. With the truck loaded up and the hard work done, it's time for these patient pups to get their reward. We're heading into the woods to find one secret ingredient that makes the most comforting Christmas cookies: juniper berries. Juniper's got more than just good smelling wood to offer. No, I'm not making bathtub gin. Back at the cabin, I'm using them for something a little sweeter. These are going into a batch of Christmas rosemary shortbread cookies. And those clouds are my cue to head back to the truck.
The rain hit and the smell of the woods followed us home, but that aroma was competing with what I'd started before we ever left.
This week's redemption loaf after last week's disaster loaf. I'm just happy it rose at all.
While the bread cooled and the cabin warmed up, I took a moment to bring the outside in, harvesting cedar, fir, and manzanita to make a holiday wreath. It's not just about decor. It's about gratitude for the land that provides it all. Out here, this kind of physical work is the best medicine for a wandering mind. The sap on my hands and the sharp scent of fresh fir give the day a steady rhythm. These tasks keep my hands busy so my mind can stay quiet and at peace. I've come to rely on the pace of the harvest, the way the cedar offers its softness while the manzanita provides that deep red strength. Making this wreath is a tangible way of saying thank you to this acre that keeps me safe. It's funny how a little bit of green and a warm loaf of bread can make a vast wilderness feel like a small, cozy world. I waited until the wind and rain had passed the following morning to hang the wreath I made.
All right, it's cookie time.
Shortbread cookies were my favorite Christmas cookie growing up. My mom made them every year when I was a kid. It's one tradition I've carried with me through every move and continue all the way out here in the woods.
I wish you guys could smell these juniper berries. It's like the freshest mountain smell. Let's check on our butter. Juniper berries, I need 1 tablespoon, which I'm just gonna eyeball.
Just as we grow and evolve as people,
2 tablespoons of
so do our traditions. This year, I'm taking that old family recipe and adding a wild spin. These berries are gonna bring a bit of this mountain life into a wonderful Christmas memory. And like all good things in life, these cookies require patience. I've got to rest the dough for an hour before I can bake them. Here on the property, I don't have a dedicated kitchen, but the trailer is where the oven and fridge are. So for now, I go back and forth when I need to use these things. I like to bake my cookies in one piece and cut them into bars after baking.
These are the best cookies I've ever made. The sweet, savory, and earthy combination is, I don't even know what word to use. Wow. So good.
So why decorate and bake cookies when you're just spending Christmas by yourself? It's about keeping the spirit alive, enjoying life, and making the most of what you've got, and enjoying your own company. Hanging the lights, decorating a tree, making cookies, are self-care, a way to treat yourself with the love and kindness you would a beloved friend or family member. You're worth the effort regardless of who's around.
Merry Christmas, everyone. See y'all later.